Hey guys, today we're going to look at the basics for getting an EV3 robot to drive. So we start by clicking the plus in the top corner to open a new program. And we can close down the content editor window, we don't actually need that. We look down the bottom here, we see the brick that is plugged in this case it's the Yellow Brick Robotics number 3 brick. And the green tab at the bottom, we see all the driving functions. So we're dragging this one up, this is the steering block, notice the little steering wheel. The different options we have for turning it on and off and different settings. The first one there is off. Then it's on. So that'll just make the motor turn off it completely or on until you tell it otherwise. This one leaves it on for a certain period of time. So that's in seconds. On for degrees. So how many degrees the motor will turn. So 360 degrees is one full rotation. And then finally the one we use the most is the on for rotations. So we can change it from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rotations, as many as you want really. This section here allows you to steer the robot. So there's different ways to steer, this is just the most basic. You can either use the slider or you can actually click in the box and type the number. This next one here is our speed, maximum speed of 100. And if we go into the negatives, it means the motor will spin backwards or your robot will drive backwards. Again, you can just click in the box and type the number if you want. You don't have to use the slider. Finally, we have the brake and the coast. So what's going to happen at the end of this block? Is the motor going to completely brake or is it going to coast to a stop? Finally, up the top there, we see it's connected to ports B and C. They're usually the ones we use for a steering block to drive. So I'm just going to put a few blocks in here. That first block is going to drive forward for 5 rotations at a speed of 25. This one we're going to have turn to the right. Now notice that that turns on a right angle, where you see the number 51, and in this case negative 51 to turn back the other way. It's not exactly a right angle. I find this method of steering to be very imprecise. But it's a good way for some people just to get the basics down pat. In a later video we'll show you the tank block which gives you a bit more precision. So before we download our program to the EV3 brick, I'm going to double click up here on program and give the program a name. Now to download this program to the EV3 brick, go down the bottom here next to the brick, you'll see the little download button. So click download, you'll hear a beep and that's downloaded to the brick. To see how to run the program, have a look at our EV3 controlling the brick video. Thanks for watching. Find out more at yellowbrickrobotics.com.au.